right. So, anyways, I totally messed up the email this week. Maybe I had too much whiskey or something, but I sent out the email with all the old information on it, and I felt super bad. Like as soon as is that moment where you click send and it goes, "Are you sure?" And I said, "Yes, I'm
Yeah.
sure." And it went out, and I'm like, "Crap! I totally just sent everybody the information from last week." So I apologize to everyone who was confused by the email, the dual email this week. If you're not getting an email, always let me know. And I'm always surprised as who didn't make the list.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
I just want to remind everyone that in your portal, if you go over to your assignments, you should see here. Let me show you. You should see a spot here for intro to the VEP. Make sure you're getting that done. If you don't have this course, you don't get the emails. This course also tells you like you need to sign up for your QBRs and a bunch of other really useful information. So I'm always impressed by who doesn't know about the website, who doesn't know about the Wistia channel. So some of the things that everybody just needs to know this week is we have updated the site with the new stuff. Skip, right?
Yeah.
No, Skip doesn't have his new dates up there yet. Like everybody to take a second to judge Skip for dropping.
Hold on, wait. We got one starting right today. Actually, February 27th. We got one starting today.
Okay.
So,
still relevant. Okay, we can give you a pass just for a little bit.
That's a 3-session event, so we'll get you into March.
All right, I'll give you a pass. You know, my next series doesn't start till the middle. We had if you have not attended the strategic QBR yet, so far people have loved it. I've had great feedback from it. At the end of this one, you do have a QBR you can use. So 1 hour of your time, have a QBR built and ready to go in the platform that you can assign to customers the same day.
Yeah.
So super easy. This is a great one. Strategic session. I don't even know what I talk about in these. Now, this is actually an active session. So if you actually sign up for this session and you don't attend, I will yell at you, because the way it works is we do round robin strategic discoveries. So in the case of like me and Skip and Sue, I would interview Skip would interview Sue, and Sue's going to interview me. So it is a live session where we give each other feedback. And so I will create assignments before the session starts. And if one of you doesn't attend it, then you break the cycle and I have to redo everything. So this is a newer session. So we've only had one of these so far. And then I don't know what do you talk about in this one, Skip?
So this one is actually becoming more relevant, as we get more clients running with this.
Relevant?
We're also, did I say that right? Relevant?
You're always making fun of me for my tortillas.
All right. Wait, I'm sorry. I put the Texan on it.
Yeah. Anyways, it's becoming more relevant.
Yeah, there we go. We'll use that one. But positioning the technology stack assessment within your client is important for a variety of different reasons. But I think we really need to kind of focus on getting that tuned up and running properly in an organization. I have seen a few folks using elements of that, but when we don't use kind of all three pieces of it, we aren't really able to show the value to our clients. We can't drive the numbers. We don't move the needle, basically. And so if we get our technology stack set up, one, I think the first benefit right out of the gate of that is we generate a lot of project revenue. But two, ongoing, we're going to be able to show value. And I think this is a real strong point here is a year down the calendar on this. You're sitting down with your clients. They're thinking, oh, I've spent thousands and thousands of dollars perhaps over this last year. What have we got done? And by using just the technology stack assessment, you're going to be able to show what happened, what got done, what did we do, how did we move the needle, how do we make their business better. So yeah, if you want to, even if you've already gone through a technology stack and you want to kind of tune yours up, or you're getting ready to launch that one, go ahead and sign up for a TSA. We will break it down into 3 sessions. There is a little bit of work to go through there, so I try to make it hands-on as well, so that we can actually have a little bit of time in our sessions to open up the editors and make a few changes and get as much done as possible. So at the end of those, that you will have, your version of the TSA ready to go and really drive some business and show value.
Yeah, and you get through all three of these, and you're going to be pretty much set up for a foundational VCIO program. That's kind of what we're trying to build here. And if you want to go through, if you don't have the time to attend a session, we do have a couple good series. I know it's my ugly mug on the operations one, but this is all Skip. This is the technology stack audit, everything you need to know. He ran through this class so many times, and then finally the last series we recorded it and put the 8-part series here. This is good stuff. This isn't just we threw it together and decided it would work. Here, all of the high level stuff that really I talk about with my coaching clients a lot is right here. And then this is what's coming up. We've got, a new logo, a new everything that you can rebrand that makes you appear more human to your clients and create that stickiness factor, as well as a simplified approach. So when you look at these three here, these are essentially the basis for what we're coming out with soon. As soon as my marketing department gets done with all the collaterals, we get the base reports done. This is kind of what's going to look like. You will have a 8-part series, and at the end, you will look like an amazing VCIO program. None of this fly-by-night stuff. No more of this, well, I'm a VCIO because that's what the checklist on the True Methods list says, or whatever. Yeah. It's now you are actually behaving as a professional VCIO that is going to take your clients to the next level. And it's a very straightforward approach that's going to look awesome. And so that's kind of what these three are. So if you've been going through this, you're already ahead of everybody on the humanized IT approach. But you, excuse me, you also will be able to implement things today. So strategic QBRs, get a QBR that you can deliver tomorrow. Strategic sessions, this is how to talk to your clients in a more cohesive fashion with a SWOT strategy session. It's an actual application. The technology stack assessment, this is our most popular item, probably. The one that's going to drive revenue the quickest and the best. And it's very mature. This has been we've been using the TSA for years. We have a lot of people that are they rave about it and how it's changed and really grown their business.
A quick feedback from the field, so to speak, working with a client. I'm just on the call with him just before we jumped on this session, and he ran with the TSA with just 4 clients. He took it pretty much right out of the box. I think he made a few small changes to it, not much at all. 4 clients generated 26 projects out of those 4 clients. And that was within about a week, maybe week and a half time frame. So it was a quick, immediate hit to their business. And now they've got a lot to work with, and they're coming back. And I really like the approach that he took. Was he jumped into it, he launched it. We got some stuff going. They're learning some things. We're growing it within their organization. It's not just him doing it. He's got some technical guys that are coming along and doing some parts, and we're going to make it better. Along the way, this is going to grow and mature. And yes, there's a point where it's going to look pretty polished. Maybe it doesn't look today, but we really don't want to get that desire for a polished, presentation or, report or whatever to get in the way, because we know right now it'll be successful. We know we can have some specific results right out of the box.
Yeah, that's kind of like the theme for this week, is that just being more human. Don't be perfect. Be approachable. So we have a lot of people on this call every week, and I get emails or I get follow-ups from people that say, okay, so what's my next step, or how can I get more? And kind of wrapping up here with be approachable. Like IT people we have a stereotype of being this get out of the chair and let me do my work kind of guy. Move. Or that person who is a know-it-all, and no one likes that guy. I hate that stereotype. I want to get rid of it. I want to return to where we remember the 90s, like Skip and I talked about the podcast last week. It was remember the 90s, like we were all just kind of trying to figure this stuff out. and somehow we got from this, hey, we're all in this boat together trying to figure out how to run this business, to, hey, let me tell you how to do your job. And we want to make ourselves as MSPs appear to be that human approach, that person who's going to, hey, let me help you, like, let's get this together. Okay, we got this new thing coming in. Let's work through it. Let's figure out what's going to support your role. Let's figure out how we can do this together. And that becomes a much more approachable, and that's where you get your loyal clients. You look back in your head and you think about, who are my loyal clients, and the ones you have good relationships with. That's just a no-brainer. But how do you get those relationships? How do you encourage your employees to get good relationships? And that's what these sessions are for. They're going to walk you through that. Yes, we have the TSA, which is a standardized approach to auditing a customer. However, you couple that with a strategic session and QBRs, and you'll have a human way of presenting the information you had in the TSA. So there's where the stickiness comes in. There's where the buy-in comes in.
Right. Having those conversations with your clients and not presentations is what's going to build a relationship.
I need my pulpit. I need to preach.
There you go. That's it.
You'll listen to the word of the IT man. I will tell you what's good for you. And that is what we want to get away from. So other things that people need to know, like, be more involved in the community. Again, like, a lot of you guys are not utilizing the resources. Like, a number of you are really into the QVRs, and you'll watch the video series, but you won't get on the webpage here. And so people are always asking, like, hey, when's the next event? How can I get involved in this? How can I sign up for that? And when we do that, we end up, looks like you rejoined. When we do that, you go to this page, and that's where you're gonna find everything. And I want people to, like, know that if you don't know where this page is, if you don't know how to get on here, send me an email. We should have a QVR where I talk about this, or Skip should have a QVR with you, or we do a validation check and, like, make sure that you've got all the resources you need, because there is a ton of stuff. Like, I put new stuff up here all the time.
If you don't have access to that community page, let us know. I heard about earlier today, someone's account got stuck or something in there. They're waiting on that. So if something happens, let us know. We'll get that fixed and get you plugged into the community.
And then another thing people are missing is that right at the bottom here, we have skill building videos.
You need to share your screen.
Oh, you know what? Right at the bottom here, like, you go off the Excellence membership site, see the video channel, click there. If you subscribe to this, it'll alert you when I upload a video. So if you click this button right here, it'll tell you, hey, there's a new video for digestion. And so I post one here every week. And sometimes we do a roundtable in these VEPs, but most of the time we do a one-on-one or one-to-many. And what I would like to do is show you guys that there are skill building videos down here. These are all meant to be like 5-minute videos on common questions I get. So this week we had, I think it was Michael Marlowe asked the question, like, how do I create service cards? And I said, well, I mean, you could always talk to Danish or Miles on that. And I thought, you know what? People ask me this enough that why don't I just create a quick video? And so I'll post a quick video here on how to do something better. And it's from our standpoint, not from the tool builder standpoint. We like the tool, we use it. We are the same gripes about the tool that you guys do. And so, we talked about, like, doing like more of a shit list video, like, all right, guys, I know the way they tell you to do this, but here's how we're actually how we're actually getting things done in it, and just creating a video about that. So if you'd like a quick skill building video, let me know, or let Skip know, and we'll publish one up here, and you can watch it as many times as you want. Or you can always just assign one of these to an employee and say, look, this is a great one. I want us to all to run meetings like dynamic meetings. How to transition from a tactical meeting, a presentation, into a discussion. And that's what this 12-minute video is. So go down here. There's great content. There's great materials to go through. Listen to it and just digest. But subscribe here just so you get the notifications of when we do have a new skill. Or maybe there's a new feature in Managed Services Platform and we're just really stoked about how to use it. It's all going to be in here. All right. Whew. Community updates. There's just a million of them. Not much else ready this week. Skip, do you have anything else for people this week? I haven't gotten any too many questions other than the skill building ones and the community page that people didn't know about.
Yep. Now we seem to have gotten an uptick in kind of template requests or report modifications. Keep those coming in. I really like those. We do have some things in the work out there now. We've got several reports that are in beta. So, we're excited to work on those sort of things. And
you want to tell them like one of the ones in beta, get some pressure on you?
So one that working on very much today, as a matter of fact, is our services assessment. And so, if you guys have heard me, talk about our layers of services, and we start with the TSA pretty often. That's the stack assessment. But in actuality, that's the middle piece of the sandwich, if you want to think about it, in that way. And it's a good starting spot because it is in the middle. It connects to so many different things. But really underpinning that stack assessment is the services that you offer. Do you have a help desk? Do you have some sort of NOC for monitoring and management of clients? What does your support infrastructure look like? Those are all services that you're delivering to your clients, and you've had a conversation with probably at some point. But do you have a good assessment? Do based on your clients and your offerings, what the lineup is? Are there any gaps in that? That it's out there already, but do have a best practices as well that layers on the top. So it's the top and that 3-layer stack. But I'm really excited to bring it all together. The services assessment is the one that we're working on right now, and hope to have that out pretty soon, so you guys can start playing around with that. But sometimes they're small, and we're glad to work with you guys on those. They may be one-offs, but more often than not, they'll find their way into our inventory, and everyone can benefit from those. But definitely keep the information coming in on those. We'd be glad to help you out wherever we can. I'm excited to see new opportunities and new tools that allow you to engage with your clients better.
Yeah, and all that he's talking about, it kind of lines up with the section we've been talking about the last couple months now. Is that we want a report that you can deliver that is part of each one of the categories here. Strategy being the QBRs, the architecture being the TSA, the service being the new service that Skip is working on, and we've got a risk identification in process. We're trying to figure out which one we want to do. It's a fight between two of them as to which risk report we'll release first. So
we may end up releasing both of them, though. So
what?
We may release both of them.
We don't want to overwhelm everybody.
That's the opportunity, though, is if you guys get the tool that fits best for what your organization is wanting to deliver.
And if you want on the beta list, just let me know. I'll slap you on the beta list, and you'll see all these really crappy reports hit your portal. But they're a great way to launch and give feedback. Like, hey, you know what? If you could just add this section into the services one, that'd be amazing. Like, oh, we didn't think of that. Absolutely. And that's how we got the TSA. That's how we got the QBR as the way they are.
Yep.
That's why they have so many parts, is because people are like, well, if we just could do this, it'd be amazing. And then we'll put it in there and like, yes, that works. So give us feedback. If you've got the time for the beta, we'll ship them out to you. So
sometimes you can get a lot of free work out of that. So don't minimize the opportunity there.
Yes, you get Skip and I to work on these things so we can make you happy. Everything we want is community driven. Yeah. We don't want to be one of those shops that, just like you don't want to be with your clients. We don't want to be one of those shops that just tells you what to do. We want to be one of those shops that walks with you to come up with a new solution, and the solution is going to be the best fit. We don't want to guess. We want to know. So when we release our first version, we'll continually improve. We're always getting better every day with your feedback and with better ways to present to clients.
Absolutely.
All right. And with that, we're almost on the half hour. So anything left, Skip? Any final comments to the group?
No, that's it. I'm excited about getting this stuff done, and anxious to hear some feedback and get some input so we can tweak this and put the final spin on it.
Yep. And always reach out to coaching@virtualsleep.biz with any of your cool comments, or, hey, if we could have this. We're very responsive on that email address. We get several comments every week. So don't be shy. If you think we need better free beer, then put that in there. I'm not going to say it's going to happen, but maybe someday we'll ship a Molson out to everybody and have a session. We don't know. All right. So with that, I will bid everybody goodbye and enjoy the rest of your day.